Good evening. So, today was a bit rough. It was long, and I realized that I was going to have to plan my days a little bit better in terms of like what I do. Like, oh, on Friday, tomorrow, I'm going to have to catch up on the people that I need to follow up with that are kind of waiting around to buy or sell a house. And I I go back and forth between these ideas of like, oh, I need to do the same thing every single day, which is, the routine part of this, or I need to focus on this one thing in this one day. And today I ran a class about Instagram. I had a guest at the office and it went really well. And then tomorrow I have to show a couple of houses. Um, just overall, I thought I could be take the morning off, but I realized I didn't really plan uh, to get to do that. So I don't get to do that, but I think maybe next week and the following weeks I'll be able to do that just a little bit better. So that was my takeaway from today. Um, cool. I think I mentioned before that I'm reading 3 different nonfiction books. It's still true. I'm re- I'm reading this. Well, I'm listening to this one, like a really crazy one. It's about economics. So maybe I'll share some stuff about that. It's less about work and more about craziness, ultimately. So, what I like to do with people when I'm talking to them, just like person to person, is I like to talk about books and specifically different quotes that I find that I want to remember. And a lot of times I'll make YouTube shorts about these quotes, but I can't do that with every single one. But, I just want to talk about the quotes. So I'm just going to talk about this one with you. So I'm reading this one right now. And I think a lot of people have read this one in the past couple of years, but it's The Creative Act, A Way of Being by Rick Rubin. I'll be honest, I didn't really know who Rick Rubin was before. Now I do. And I tried to listen to him on, I think it was Lewis Howes on the podcast, and I just could not do it. Like he just didn't have like a stream of consciousness I could follow necessarily, but I do like this book. So whenever I read, I like underline and flag stuff. So this quote says, "We're not playing to win, we're playing to play. And ultimately, playing is fun. Perfectionism gets in the way of fun. A more skillful goal might be to find comfort in the process, to make and put out successive works with ease." And we talked about this in my Instagram class today, the act of just posting. And that's not art necessarily, I guess, but it is an expression, right? So that process of putting yourself out there, you just get more comfortable with it. I see that with I paint, like I see that with that, like that's like a straight up hobby. Like I don't want to monetize that in any way, but I definitely see it with that. I see it with my YouTube videos. I make YouTube videos for real estate and also for this. These are like basically for myself, but also for you. This is the journey that I'm on and I want to document it. So that's why I'm practicing this over and over to get into the state of constant creation and getting away from perfectionism, because that to me is not the point of this sort of creation. So I hope that makes sense. I do appreciate you guys joining me today. This one's a lot shorter. I'm so sorry. I'm very tired. My husband's putting away the dishes. My cat just meowed. Here we go. Have a good night.